Yo, I think we're going. What's up? It's Drew. Shout out to the members. We got our homeboy Benton in here, so no need for any long introductions or anything. Let's just jump right into it. What's up, Benton?
What's happening, partner?
Not much, man. Who's that avatar you got there? Is that you?
That is the man himself. You've been talking about people not showing their faces, and I understand it's not exactly verifiable, but that is indeed me.
Sweet. What you been up to?
Drying out off the booze, man. It's been a long struggle, and I'm still drinking a little bit, but I'm definitely over the alcohol withdrawals. So that was not a fun time, I can assure you.
I hate to, like you said, man, I hate to sound doom and gloom. I just don't see any resistance to this, or not enough. And I don't know what the answer is. What's the answer?
Well, I know the answer, but it's not feasible. But are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to turn off the TV. I've been here in a motel room for 3 weeks. I'm looking at a telescreen, the George Orwell telescreen. At no point have I even considered picking up this remote control and turning on that telescreen. So until people quit watching that thing, I don't think there's any hope. That's just my opinion. But people say, oh, well, we don't watch TV. We're cord cutters. It's like, yeah, but you got Netflix and 5 other streaming services, and they've got 4 flat panels in their house. Everybody's got 4 flat panels. So I don't want to hear that. And I know you didn't say this. I just mean the general public. I don't want to hear, oh, we don't watch TV. Like, what are you talking about? Of course you do. It's just a new thing. It's like a new form of TV. But I know you probably don't watch much, and I don't watch it at all. But
only in the last couple days have I started watching some TV, because I'm just like, man, I need to get out of this. Been so into the conspiracies or whatever in YouTube for so long. I'm like, I just need to switch it up. But then I can't go anywhere. There's nowhere to even go, and it's cold as hell. So I'm like, dude, I need something to do. It's that or play video games. You see the doc shout me out?
Oh, that was awesome.
Is KFC going to cash you out to promote their consoles as chalkbodyoutline with a $5 donation? I mean, the fax machine's wide open. Nothing's come through the fax machine, but hey, I like the colors, the black and red. I like the steam coming off the top. To me, it's a pretty easy decision on their part.
Dude, the doc is hilarious. I knew if I threw that money, but if I said something about him trying to get a deal, I knew he'd read it.
Yeah, I don't know him. I only know him because I've heard you talk about him, but that was pretty awesome that
he fucking hilarious.
Apparently he's got a bazillion followers, right?
Yeah, he's got like 3 million on YouTube, plus all the other shit he does. And that guy, man, you just watch him play, and the money just flies in, and all he's doing is playing a video game, and it's just like insane to see how much money flies in there.
Well, is it like his personality, or do you think it's like fictional somehow and it's Psyop? I'm just curious.
I think it's real, because I'm not even into video games, and I watch this guy. I think he's hilarious. So I think it's just something that people get into or whatever. I don't know. I don't get how he gets, like, he'll have tons of people donating like 100-200 here and there, like the whole time, and he'll have like 20,000 people in there, and there's just money just flying at him.
And isn't that what America's supposed to be about?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I get a little confused when some of these so-called truthers are hating on people for trying to get some money. I'm like, man, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I get that sometimes, and
we're supposed to get that money.
And money, to me, money's not even real. So and then you get the ones that'll be like, you're selling the truth, a far worse judgment than I could give you away to, or they'll say shit like that, and I'm like, okay, dude, money's not even real. So if truth is real, everyone would agree with that. Money's not real.
Well, I might have to push back a little bit. I think I know what you mean, but I got into this with Hoovman a little bit, because I was like, well, I can still take, and I understand the fiat currency, and I spend a lot of time studying the financial stuff, but, and I mean, like, I read a bunch of books about it, but as a layperson, but I can still take my Federal Reserve notes to the store, and they will let me leave with some items.
Yeah, well, okay, I do say that. You're right. I say it. Maybe I should find a new way to say it. I say it's not real. But when I go into YouTube and everything and I look at it, like all the other statistics that I can look at, the analytics and the likes, the shares, follows, and none of those mean anything. The only one that means anything is the bottom line, the money.
Okay.
Like, not to sound like that's all I care about, but at the same time, it's like that's the only one that's real and tangible, even though it's not real, as weird as that sounds.
Well, I got something to say on that. In America, we only measure in money. If you can't quantify something in money, it don't exist in this country.
Yeah.
So that's how we know you're doing good, is that you have at least some money from what you're doing.
It's such a weird, it's like a paradox type thing, you know, because it's not based on anything and everything. And like you said, though, but you can go trade it for something. So I need to like link up with somebody that's better at explaining it than me, but because the money is just it's just a like a form of energy, right?
Yes.
And then you trade your energy for that energy. I would like to find somebody. If you guys have any recommendations, there's got to be somebody out there that can explain it better than I am about how money is just energy, basically. Maybe I'll look for somebody. I know there's got to be somebody out there that talks about that.
Well, that's something that frustrates me sometimes is, I'll have a thought and I know I don't understand it well enough to really verbalize it, just like I just did. I, tried to say some stuff and it didn't really make sense, but I know there's somebody out there that understands it and could just talk about it for like an hour. So I guess I'm confused as like, why aren't they? I think that's what bothers me sometimes, because I'm like, I need to know these things. Do I really want to spend 6 months of my life researching this thing, or could some really smart person just explain it to me in 1 hour, please?
Because you
people
can't.
out there that people
good.
out there that understand things, please tell us.
Yeah, now's the time, man. All you got to do is, everyone's got a phone. You can just get on whatever your little expertise is. You can just get on your phone go on like Instagram and live stream. That's how I started. I just started live streaming on Instagram, and then I would just screen record it and then upload it later to YouTube. I mean, everyone has the tech. You have the tech, more tech just in your one hand than they've ever had in history ever.
Yes.
Do anything. It's insane.
Well, and as much as I'm doom and gloom, this is the kind of stuff that gets me out of bed in the morning, is that, there are these possibilities, and it's optimistic on a mass scale. I'm very optimistic on an individual scale. I fully believe that in an individual's, ability to transcend their present limitations. Like for you, I'm interested in like, what do you think prompted you to just one day like, hey, I'm going to start doing this thing on Instagram?
I don't know another way to say it other than say it's like a calling.
Yes. So I just want to challenge people a little bit, if they hear the call, to answer the call. I want to talk about this great conjunction a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got on it?
I think I saw the stars in the sky, but I'm not even really sure. But I think I did. But I think there's something to this, and I don't know enough about it to really explain it. But I think there's some sort of like a time of healing, and I have this. I know for a fact that when humans interact like in close proximity with each other, and look each other in the eye and can actually see each other's faces, and maybe have a hug and have an intimate conversation, that is healing. It heals both people. I know that to be true, and it seems to me like whatever this beast system is, I think it. And again, this is not the reason why these things are happening, but it's one of the numerous reasons, is to keep people apart during this time when we could be interacting and healing each other, right? But not even knowing that we're doing it, just getting together with your loved ones, and again, if you can actually see their face. And to me, it's like, okay, they're trying to make sure we don't hug each other. They're trying to make sure, the beast system is trying to make sure that you know, we don't get close to each other, trying to make sure we don't, you know, see each other's facial expressions. And that's got to be for a reason. And I really think there's something going on with the healing energy. And, you know, I hate to sound hippy dippy, but I am into some of that stuff for sure. So I just wanted to see what you thought of that.
I think the same thing, whether or not it's real as like a concept. I'm sure you guys have seen, I don't know if I can pull it up fast enough, but the electromagnetic field of the heart. If you've ever seen that, let me see if I can pull it up. Now maybe it's just like a concept and not a real thing you could measure. But like as your heart expands or whatever, like there's like a 6-foot radius around you or something like that. And another gal I had on before was Oracle Bridget. She says it's like when you go out and it's like a negative energy in a store or something. She compared it to like, I can't remember, like muddy water or something like that. And she's like, you can be that healing, you know, or like kind of clear that water, that energy when you go in. If you have a, you know, she's all hippy dippy too. So she says whatever she says. I can't remember the word she uses, like shine your light or whatever she says. But yeah, there's got to be a reason to it. If you were in the Discord earlier, Chantelle said that she woke up this morning and said she felt like she had a cold. And they have kids, man. And then her family just totally canceled Christmas. Like her folks and everything.
Really?
Yeah, because she said
Because of that?
Because she said she felt like, or she thought she had a cold. She casually meant, and the whole family shut down Christmas. And she has kids, you know, so I'm sure the kids were probably devastated.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's things
Well,
like
that's
that,
back to
man. Yeah, just exactly what you were saying. No, go ahead, man.
Well, because, you know, if she hadn't have said that, if her family got together, then I think there would have been a potential for some healing.
Yeah, 100%.
But then now, because of this thing, it's not going to happen. So I think there's something to that. I really do.
Yeah, there has to be.
Am I still
man.
here?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
just,
cool.
I'm just kind of thinking.
No,
there's
good, man.
There's got to be something to that, man. How about we end it at that, and then you want to come back on again soon? I think we're at a good spot.
Oh, brother, man, I can talk all day.
I know, me too. I just kind of have some stuff to do tonight. Otherwise, I would keep going.
No, one spot's as good as any other. Thank you for having me on. I got one quick shout out, if I may.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Dark Glasses Woody, shout out to you, brother.
He's got some funny comments. And
yeah, that's a good dude.
And then everyone, if you guys want to follow Benton's podcast, it's nightmaredystopia.com, and it's just a direct download of an MP3. You got any malware in there?
Absolutely not, brother. I don't even know how to do that. But now they think I'm just covering. So I mean, I'm
yeah,
just digging
right.
a hole already.
Chill. All right, my man. We'll
hey,
talk
thanks
soon.
a lot, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Yep. Bye bye.
All right, bye.